but not a photo of you just standing in a bikini. It's going to invite more of the men that are going to want just a sexual interaction.
Hi everyone, I'm AskSindyKing. I'm the Sexy Love Scientist, and today we have the online hacking, online dating today. We're going to give you a few tips, and I got my partner here, and she's going to introduce herself and what she's going to give some tips on online dating, and I'm going to be presenting afterwards.
Hi everyone, again I'm Shari Webb, and I help people optimize their online profile by enhancing their personal marketing. So I guess we'll just start with first impressions. Yeah. Everybody knows that first impressions are what counts, and that first impression that maybe lasts like a couple of seconds is what's going to determine the person that you're interacting with perception of you throughout the course of your relationship. So making a first impression that's a good impression is the best thing that we can do. And online, when you don't have your personality and your energy that comes with like in-face interaction, it's even more important. And I guess the first thing is having a good picture. That's probably where I'd like to start. Your profile picture is the single most important part of your profile. It's the thing that catches someone's eye, and you want to make sure that your initial like feature profile picture is something that has a clear shot of your face. Anything from a bust to like a 3/4 shot would be appropriate, because you really do want to be able to see your features. So not too close where it's blurry. Lighting and all that is important. So I guess we'll start with like a lot of the common mistakes that people are making with their profiles, and I think it's kind of like it's almost generally acceptable. These are the pictures that people are using. It's pictures like the not you pictures where people have themselves and a bunch of friends in the photo. Yeah, I remember when you and I were looking at a few profiles. There's a lot of that. A lot of people are doing that, surprisingly, and it makes the person that's looking at the profile wonder who they're looking at, like which one is it? And maybe someone thinks that's a tactic to get them to like look further, but I think that a lot of people might just pass. They don't want to take the time to do that because it's kind of like a joke. Like, I don't know, they're not taking the whole experience very seriously. So that would be one of mine. Another one would be where you don't even have a picture of yourself. You have a scenery photo or an animal or a flower or some kind of like inspirational quote. That is not a good first impression because no one gets to see even who you are. Most people are just going to pass by that unless they're really curious and they want to be like an investigator. I don't know how many people are into that, right? So,
sure.
Another big problem that people seem to do is like a photo that's 10 years older and it's not a realistic representation. It doesn't even have to be 10 years. But I mean, if you were 50 pounds less, even if it was 6 months ago, or 50 pounds more, yeah, you don't want to have that picture because that's not really a realistic representation of where you're at today and who they're going to meet when they meet you in person. So like, you know, your high school graduation photo or like, and you're 35 years old, like unacceptable. So I'd also say the photos where people, and a lot of people are doing this as well, where you're partying and it's like a drinking photo. It's okay with some of your other photos, like once you get in, to have an occasional photo like that, but your primary like photo for your profile shouldn't be you drinking it. It just doesn't look, again, like you're taking the experience seriously. And another point that I want to make, and this is really important, especially for privacy and if you want to maintain your anonymity, you can't use a photo for your online profile that you have linked to your professional web page or like a LinkedIn photo or anything like that, because with Google Image, all someone has to do is click on the image, paste it into the Google search with the image, and then they can search that image and it'll populate with whatever websites are associated with that image. So
Yeah.
you know, not for safety reasons and also for privacy, you don't want to use a photo that you're using in other places for your profile pic. So those are my main don'ts.
No.
So now we'll go back to the do's. I would say, you know, definitely again, like a close-up where you're seeing like a bust, like bust up from like a perspective where you can see your face. If some people like angles, if you have a better angle, definitely you want to play that up, but you don't want to be doing things. And actually, this is something just from speaking with men, and a lot of women are doing this with selfies. If you're taking a selfie of yourself from this angle, men perceive women as submissive.
Yeah.
And there's some dirty thoughts going on there. So
Yeah.
if you're not trying to encourage that kind of behavior, you definitely don't want that selfie angle, lower angle, like when you're taking a photo from up top. You don't want that in your profile picture. And you also don't want a profile picture where you're looking down at the camera. You want a head-on photo. Regardless of whether you're tilting your head or not, it needs to be head-on.
What about glasses and sunglasses and bikini?
Oh.
I think we talk about that last time, right?
Yeah, well, definitely. Well, if you wear glasses,
Yeah.
that's fine. Sunglasses are a definite no, not for your main profile picture. You don't want to have sunglasses in your main profile picture. And for women, again, like the skin thing, I would not suggest having any bikini shots unless it's you windsurfing or surfing, and that's in one of your other photos, like, you know, one of the other ones, but not a photo of you just standing in a bikini. It's going to invite more of the men that are going to want just a sexual interaction. And if that's not what you're looking for, then I would not suggest putting a photo up like that. And what I was going to say, so that these are my comments so far have been about general pictures, but also mainly your first profile picture. Every profile should have a minimum of 3 photos on their profile. So for and those 3, you have to include one that's a full body shot, or at least like you know, knees up as much as possible. I mean, for cropping sake, if you have to cut off the bottom part of your legs, but you want to show, like, again, a realistic representation of what you look like, because that initial attraction is what is going to determine whether someone's going to have that interest or not. And you don't want to be putting something out there that isn't, you know, isn't that natural image of you, right? But you want to include in your other photos a shot of you doing something that you like. That's a natural shot.
If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends, because sharing is caring. There is 3 things that you can do right now. You can subscribe to my newsletter, see the link below. When you're at there, go ahead, hit the like button, and remember to subscribe, because I post news, social media, and video every week. If you have an idea for a video, please leave it in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.